Yeah, that should differentiate them. One of them is like to computer and one of them is to cloud. The one for you is to cloud. So we'll see.
Okay, perfect. I'm
All
excited.
right. All right. So I'm going to say, for now, I'm going to say gallery view. And then I guess I'll do speaker view. We'll see how it goes. Okay. Because I just want to make sure that, I'm the bigger screen for
Yeah,
your recording purposes for the actual video footage. So,
right.
cool, cool. All right. I think I look all right. Okay.
Okay,
I'm
this is
ready.
kind of like a pet peeve of mine. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. But can you bring the cord around?
Oh, sure.
Oh, yes.
Sure.
Amazing.
Da, 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 da,
Oh,
da,
we're in
da.
business now. Look at that.
Good thing you said that for yours or for this one because it doesn't really matter
Yeah.
for mine because I'm
You
gonna
can do
crop
the whole
myself
thing.
out. But I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, okay, all right. Hair's kind of crazy, flowers looking good, got a little lipstick on. I can
Yeah.
do no glasses too if you want. These are just blue lights, so
Whatever you think. I'm
whatever you
okay.
want. I don't. Okay, cool. I think
Keep
I
them
look.
on.
I think I look cool with glasses.
I think you look super cool with glasses. Yes.
All right, so I have you on speaker view, but when I talk, I don't come up. So I'm just gonna put us on what is immersive view? No, we don't want that. Um, full spin gallery. I'll just do gallery for now. And then,
Gallery. Have you ever seen that?
huh? Say it again.
What
So
is
it's
that?
so it's like speaker view. If you go in your top right corner, right,
Mm-hmm.
of your Zoom screen, it should say view.
Uh-huh.
And then
Yeah.
when you click that, it says speaker gallery, full
Mm,
screen, immersive, right? So speaker
yeah.
is supposed to only show the person talking.
Right.
But when I put it on now and I'm talking, I'm not being shown big, you're being shown big. And
Yeah.
you don't want your own face being recorded per
Right.
se. So
Yeah.
the gallery one splits us in two,
Mm-hmm.
where I mean, I've got a big computer screen and we're both rectangles, but we
Yeah.
have like 50% split. I can stack us as well, but I mean, like it's a rectangular video recording for Zoom.
Yeah, I think
Um, so yeah, I think yeah, speaker view we'll see. If I can toggle to speaker view and it stays on me when I talk, I'll keep it that way for you. But
okay.
we'll see. All right, so we're
Perfect.
recording right now to the cloud. I'm ready for you.
Okay. Caron, congratulations. Thank you for embarking on this journey of detox to heal. I'm so excited to learn what has worked for you in this program and just kind of share your experience. So, thank you for joining me today. I'd like to ask you, where were you before you enrolled in Detox to Heal, and how did you feel about it?
And thank you for having me and thank you for your program. So grateful for it. I Before I encountered Detox to Heal, I was in a really unhealthy place. I was overeating junk food, eating late at night in bed, and then I also wasn't meal planning, so lots of takeout and processed food. And then I also wasn't active, so very stagnant, eating poorly, and not cutting out enough time for myself day to day for anything related to self-care. And when I first discovered Detox to Heal with Michelle Deline, I was in a place where I also really desperately wanted to have a meditative practice and to reconnect with my yoga practice. And so to discover that her program was multifaceted to cover all of these things, like the nutrition element, the activity element, and the holistic spiritual element, that was the most magical combination I could have discovered at that time because I didn't really realize how lost I was in so many different ways.
Amazing. So, what would you want to tell a potential client before they join the program? If they were kind of like on the edge, what would you tell them to help them clearly understand the benefit of pursuing this journey through Detox to Heal?
For anybody who's considering joining Detox to Heal and they feel a sense of hesitation, I would say to you, consider how much you've wanted to have a better, healthier life and consider how long you've wanted that for yourself. And if it's been a long time, then that tends to mean historically that you're not going to make transformational change by yourself on your own. And so, for the purposes of improving your health and reconnecting you with the universe through yoga, meditative practices, and better nutrition, you are able to achieve what you wanted to achieve for so long on your own with her handheld support.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Thank you for sharing. That's such a great answer. So, if there was anything that made you hesitate before joining Detox to Heal, what was it? I'd love to learn.
Yes, I had never encountered a program like it, but for whatever reason, I feel like I felt that it was about $1,000 more than I thought it would be for whatever reason. And so really my only hesitation was price. And I had invested thousands of dollars in the past in fitness class packages and in food delivery services, but I'd never really invested enough in myself as far as finding a way to create regular weekly self-care practice that would balance out the work and the maybe more monetary driven side of my life, like the professional side of life, like really gaining balance between the two. And so that's what I ended up seeing as the investment that I was paying for. What made me decide to get past that momentary objection was that I was like, this is something that I know that I need to kind of put money into it in order to make the change that I want to make.
Yeah. And by investing that extra $1,000, do you feel like you were more motivated because you invested more money in yourself?
I would say investing more money, improving your motivation, that's always the case. And in your situation with Detox to Heal in particular, I felt a sense of support and one-on-one personalization that made the whole experience just very organic and natural and fluid from the beginning. And so I got past that initial
Mm-hmm.
hesitation on the money very quickly, as soon as I got into the program, basically. However, I'm a money savvy lady, so I'm like, if I could have gotten it for $1,000 cheaper, I would have. But yeah,
Right.
no, it's more money motivates you for sure.
Yes, amazing. I love it. So, because of Detox to Heal, what have you been able to achieve that you wouldn't have achieved without this program?
I never thought it was possible to really have a daily meditative practice. I saw it as like this elusive thing that you did sometimes when you were really stressed out, like pretty much like repairing the damage instead of preventing the damage. And when it comes to the Detox to Heal program, it just opened my mind to the Kundalini practices that can be done prior to the actual start of meditation and how much that felt to me. If you're thinking of the fitness analogy, it was like the warm up
Yes.
that set you in the right mode, that got your body, mind, and spirit into the right level to even stay in your meditation past a certain amount of time. And so when I think back to my prior understanding of meditation or assumptions, because I hadn't really leaned into it, I would think about apps where they're like, oh, yeah, you've got 5 minutes between calls, just do a quick 5-minute meditation. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, is that even a meditation in my
Mm-hmm.
understanding now
Right.
of based on your practice? Is that even a meditation? Or is that
Mm-hmm.
just a break? Is that just a mental break for you? But are you even able to meditate and be present without some sort of rhythmic,
Mm-hmm.
breath related, abdominally heated action first? And so that understanding really helps me now see meditation as a daily practice and not just something where I have to, the stars have to align and I have to be in the right mood and I have to have space in my calendar. And it's like, no, you just gotta do a little Kundalini practice first and then you'll be ready for it.
Amazing. I love it. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, asana is meant to prepare the body for meditation. And I'm glad that you took that away with you. It makes me think of preventative medicine as the best medicine instead of just treating the symptoms or covering it with a band aid. So I align with you, and I'm so grateful that that philosophy has integrated into your mental capacity and thought process that's essential to your ascension. And this is only the beginning. You know, the more that you practice, the more magic you'll find in the practice, and the more you'll crave it and love it and carry that peace with you. Amazing. So, what is possible now that wouldn't have been otherwise before Detox to Heal?
I never thought it would be possible to do something like give myself an at-home enema. But once I actually did it and got past the fear around it, it became something that I feel like is something that will serve me for the rest of my life, as far as being able to do that and clear my body inside out in alignment with my spiritual practice when needed. And I feel like, you know, women and really people in general can get weird about that kind of thing. And so I understand that. But that was one of the things that like I definitely needed some hand holding, encouragement, re-encouragement, reminding, re-reminding in order to even do it the first time. And now that you get past the actual doing of the thing, it's so beneficial. And yet, think about how many people who go and buy a kit and just try to do it themselves and don't actually have someone to guide them along through that first time. It's just so, so helpful.
Yeah, oh my gosh, thank you for sharing. I know that could be um, a vulnerable topic and a bit activating for some people. So I really appreciate that transparency. And yeah, once you get over the hump, you realize it's not really that scary and there is like so many benefits to this. So I'm glad that you did pursue it and you faced your fears, and now you can use that to cleanse the body intermittently as you need to.
Absolutely.
So I'd like you to briefly explain what parts of Detox to Heal helped you achieve what you wanted.
Yes, I Detox to Heal was beneficial in several ways. However, it was really the combination of things together that made it such a fantastic program. And from the get-go, I felt like there was a wealth of information, just a lot of different elements of knowledge to tackle during that 3-month period. So it was meaty enough. I hate to use the word meaty because I'm kind of a vegetarian, but it was hearty. It was a
Yeah,
hearty program. So that's one thing, is that I'm like, I'm still processing some
yeah,
of the stuff I learned from you. And some of it I applied right away, but other stuff I'm like, if it's a lifetime goal, some of these things, not just an immediately achievable thing. And so that's something that was definitely immediately of value to me as a program participant, was like just the sheer amount of knowledge packed into that time. Also, the sessions with you where I was able to get an explanation by a human being and ask questions when possible, those interactions were also super helpful for me whenever I was like, so how does that apply to my Ayurvedic profile? Or how does that apply to my food sensitivities? Or how does that apply to my, you know, pitta, kapha, all of it. So some of it can be hard to digest because it's so much. And so having you as a human to give that personalized attention and feedback on how it directly applies to me was invaluable. And lastly, I just never even knew that I would love getting little Marco Polo videos from you every day, but I did. It was like one of my favorite things about the program by the end of it, and it was the thing I missed the most when the program was over. It's like checking my phone and seeing, no, no more Marco Polos from Michelle, but whether it was your daily quotes of inspiration that you would read, whether it was an actual yoga practice that I could follow along, or if it was just a check-in to see how you are, or if it was just straight up accountability where you're like, show me what you're eating, tell me what you're doing, give me a couple moments when you're working out. And all of that helped me to stay on track. And it made it feel like even if you and I are on different sides of the country. We're on different coasts, but
yes,
I always felt like you were right there with me every morning when I would open up my phone and go to Marco Polo and see like what's Michelle's like greeting or mantra or stretch of the day. And so that added to the personalization, but it also made it where I felt like you were with me no matter what, always pushing me forward towards a positive, stronger, better version of myself.
Yes, and I'll continue to be with you. Even if we don't check in every day, I'm with you in spirit. And I feel like this union that we've created between us is, it's been so healing. And I'm so grateful. As a coach, you learn a lot from your clients, and you taught me like so many things about what I was passionate about delivering in my program, but really learning how to listen. And I really appreciate the reciprocity and holding each other accountable for obtaining not only your goals but the high quality delivery of this program. So thank you for being there to receive it. It means everything to me. Thank you. Making my dreams come true. And I'm trying not to cry
I
because
know.
you're making my heart like so full right now. Okay. How does this program compare to other programs you've tried in the past or looked into to heal?
I never thought it was possible to engage in a finite, you know, period of time as far as a program is concerned, like a 3-month program, where I would be able to transform so much and gain so much knowledge. And when I think of what I was doing, feeling, how I was acting, speaking, all of it was just, I feel like I was a different person before the Detox to Heal program. And a big part of that was that feeling that you were there helping me understand what can be very complicated, deeper topics. And so it was that, for me, it was that element of knowing that, again, I'm still kind of processing all of it, but where the richness of the knowledge, the personalization of the support, and the depth at which I was able to explore myself with you creating space for that was just transformational.
Yes.
And
I'm
I
so.
completely forget what your question was, so you have to ask again.
How does this program, Detox to Heal, compare to programs you've tried in the past or looked into in regards to your healing journey?
I have a targeted answer, yes.
Okay.
Prior to discovering Detox to Heal, I was very much of a San Francisco Bay Area mindset, which was that, you'll do it all yourself, you'll figure it all out yourself. I'll just know how to be better at yoga. I'll just know how to meditate. I'll look it up, I'll Google it, I'll watch a YouTube about it. And it is kind of this, I don't know if it's more of a California mindset, but it's this idea that you try to teach yourself to do it first
Mm-hmm.
before you ask anybody else for help. And for women in this area, it leads to a lot of overwhelm
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of only indulging in self-care when you're stressed out,
Right.
when you're maxed out, or when you're burnt out.
Mm-hmm.
So prior to this program, I didn't even think it was possible to have one resource that would help you work through so many different challenges at once. And so I'd done fitness and I'd done mindset coaching and I'd done nutrition and I'd done, other forms of yoga, meditation to a degree, guided meditations, etc. But I'd never thought one person and one program would be able to help me tackle so many of my health and holistic life goals at once. And so, in a way, Detox to Heal is incomparable. There's no way to put it next to a competitor in a traditional sense or service because I don't think I've ever even heard of a program that provides such an extensive, comprehensive, holistic program for people, and I feel like it's only going to make the world a better place the more people who take the program.
Yes, thank you. I learned so much by asking these questions because, like you said, it was very extensive and comprehensive. There's a lot of content delivery, and some of it at times is really dense. So, like you said, you continue to process it, for several days, even months, even years afterwards. And, everything that you've worked really hard to release that no longer serves your highest self is allowing you to ascend each and every day. And I just really appreciate that feedback. It really enlightens me in understanding like how it's positively affected you. So thank you for sharing. Awesome.
Of course. Should I stop the recording?
Not yet. One more question.
Okay, yes. Sorry,
Last.
now you have to edit that out.
No worries.
Edit
I'm
this out,
proactive.
Michelle. Edit
Edit
this
it
out later.
out.
Edit
We should
it
do
out.
like the bloopers. I feel like
Edit it out. Michelle's program is wait. No, no. We don't have
it's like
bloopers. We're too articulate for that. We're too cute and articulate for bloopers.
Vogue, Vogue.
No one knows. No one knows the pain behind the videos.
Amazing. I thought
Last
it was
question. What you got?
last question. How is the support in Detox to Heal?
The support in Detox to Heal was exceptional. I, at any time, felt different challenges in trying to improve myself in so many ways at once. And I feel like the program is well paced in that I didn't feel like too much was thrown at me in the first week. But over time, it is accumulative. There are a number of things that you start adding to your daily routine, habits, good practices. And over time, you realize that it is an investment of time
Mm-hmm.
to maintain a regular self-care practice. And so the support of the program helped me to not get tied down, pulled back, or to get in my own way when it came to making time for certain things. And in a way, I had a lot of the same old excuses and BS that came out for me during the program. And that's why when we would schedule sessions and your questionnaire for every session said, what's coming up for you? It's just such a simple question,
Yeah.
but from week to week, I would be tuning into that. Like, what are the things that are like, well, you shouldn't have to do that, or, oh, that's just for now, or this is kind of second guessing, judging, anything that would keep you from moving forward in a positive direction. So I feel like in those moments where I was holding myself back, it was the support of the program, it was the support of you, it was the Marco Polos, it was the check-ins for accountability. Those things were fundamental to the progress that I made in such a short period of time. So I appreciate you and have so much gratitude for you in this program and what you were able to help me accomplish during that time.
Oh, yay! I'm so happy. Thank you so much for sharing.
Of
This was amazing.
course.
Oh,
Yes. Yes. Okay, so now we stop recording. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. Okay, good. And